Welcome to this another episode 5 of the series Championing Entrepreneurship in Cameroon, their impact in our community. And today we are at the headquarters of Wepnyu Tech Group of Companies, where we get to meet and talk with the CEO and founder, and he'll be sharing his experience, his journey, and his story about how he founded his company and how he's running with the company. And I remain your host, Tam Clinton. Wepnyu Prince is a great entrepreneur that I've been following since 2020 when I came across him. He's also a great graphic designer. He's an instrumentalist. He's a humanitarian. He's a philanthropist. And also he's an author of 2 books recently. And I came across Wepnyu Prince, that was in 2020, when I was looking for someone who can do a flyer for me, and someone quickly introduced him to me. And since that time, he has been doing our flyer, and they have been amazing. And he's a young guy that I really follow so much, because he's a great leader who inspires not only me but many youth out there. And today, coming here to interview him is a great privilege for me. And I hope at the end of this interview, you will be amazed of the personality Wepnyu Prince is. Thank you so much, Wepnyu Prince, for this wonderful opportunity you have given to me to be here, where you get to share your experience, your journey, your success, your failures with the entire world.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this amazing opportunity. I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad to share my story with you and those that will be listening right now.
Okay. Before we continue, you just released 2 books, I think last week, and amazing. You are an author now. So quickly share with us what these 2 books are all about, because I think the 2 books are talking about the branding blueprint and also easy computing, a beginner's handbook to technology. So quickly share with the viewers what these 2 books are all about, because somebody out there might be hoping to get one. So what inspired you to write these 2 books, and also what impact can this book have to people who get to purchase them?
Well, truth to be told, from the bottom of my heart, the first thing that inspired me to get an idea about even writing books in general are my students and what I do. To be frank with you, okay, let me not be. They are my students. I live my life trying to solve problems, and wherever I see a need for something, I want to solve it. I want to make it work. That is what I do. So that's the first thing that clicked to my head, that Daniel can start writing books on my students. I love them so much, and I do my best to ensure that they become the best of themselves. So when I did this, I had to look at the areas that I feel that they are having limitations in that area, and I had to invest in that area. Now, the first thing that I started was the easy computing. Easy computing that I started writing with Madam Ashley. The easy computing we started because we discovered that students, they come and to my greatest surprise, I was shocked that many people are old, are youths. They cannot even manipulate the computer. They cannot do 1 or 2 things on a computer. It gave me a lot of burden, and I thought to myself that if I'm able to write something that can be as a handbook to those interested in studying computer, to those that can sit at home and you write and you learn computer, I think I can do something. That is when we started on this journey, and we succeeded with it. Same case for the branding. I, as a graphic designer, I have weaknesses. Other people like me, they have weaknesses. I have been teaching graphic designing students, and what I've noticed is like they have a bridge. They have a bridge. You know, it's not easy taking a student from zero to become a professional.
Yes, right.
Yes, you understand what I mean. I mean a student that has never used computer before.
That's true.
A student that has never done anything with a computer before, and you train that student until the student is able to use computer and even know how to design and use for video. It's not easy. So I thought that, okay, now this branding blueprint will be a bridge. A bridge that when students they are used to the computer, they're used to graphics, video, they buy the book. Then now they study the book, so they can get a mindset about what they are entering inside, and they can build a mentality, because the major thing is the mentality that you have with what you are doing every day. The mentality, like we're talking about the program that is upcoming, Unleash. You have to unleash your potentials, and the program is all about us helping ourselves.
So we'll talk about the program at the end.
I'm just trying to link. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay. Now, now it unleash. You understand? So the book is like helping the student unleash their inner brain, their inner potentials when it comes to branding. The book is also mostly targeted at entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs who want to start a business, entrepreneurs who want to grow a business, but at some point we don't even understand what we are doing or how to run about it. So this book is there to help you understand the meaning of branding, personal branding, colors, how to build a business successfully in Africa, branding, legality, all those things. That is what the book is all about.
Wow.
And these are basic knowledge that I believe that all of us will need to have, because for us to start live and go up there, we need to take steps.
Wow.
So that is just the basic summary of the book.
Wow. Congratulations for these two wonderful books. And at the end of this interview, you will get to know more about these two books and the Unleash program that he's sharing with us. Yes. All right. So can you tell us what is your background? Who is Danny Prince? What is your background, and how did you get started in this entrepreneurship world?
All right, where I am today, what I'm doing, how I wake up is totally by the grace of God. God has been the one sustaining me. He has been the one helping me all the way up. So I want to give adoration to Him. So I left village back in 2017. By then I should be between 15, 17 years. And you know, my mentality in the village was the way we always see this Nigerian film system. Once you arrive town, boy go blow. You go blow, you don't even stress when you start blowing down.
This guy.
So that was my thought. Okay, my thought was like, when we're talking, I knew that anytime I arrive time, I'll blow. Things will work perfectly.
Yeah, that's the mentality most people living the village to town always have.
Yeah, unfortunately, I arrived Bamenda and things were not very positive for me. But I was on this point in my life that I needed to take some decisions to become the best. Before then, when I was in the village, I was working for MTN. I quite remember then they had blocked these SIM cards all over and people are registering. So I went and registered to work as an agent at MTN. Moving around, registering SIM, getting money and saving. I had to buy some goats, buy some things and gave him the cure of my father. Then my father sent me to Bamenda. When I arrived at Bamenda, things didn't work as planned. So I was forced to start renting at a young age. So what I did was I called my dad and I told my dad this was up and this is what I need. So he sold one of my goats and then I can remember 30-something thousand. And I paid the landlord 10,000 francs per month, 2,000 for water bill. That's how I started my life. Then I got a church that was playing that they were giving me 5,000 every Sunday. Yes, I created and I thank the man of God for that, Apostle Love at Kinship Bamenda. So from there, I also still working shanty.
Wow.
So now I still working shanty, 2K every day. So that time I was supposed to ride my advanced level. So as a result, when I work shanty, I'll come back. Sometimes I have to check. If you live in Mantirin, you understand that up station is a very long distance. So I have to check from there every day. So if I have to reach work in time, I leave the house at 6 o'clock. So I 7:30 I'm there. Work always start at 8 o'clock. We'll close work at 5. I have to check, arrive at 8 o'clock. It's in the night. So sometimes I have to bathe. When I bathe, I sleep. Sometimes if I come and I'm too tired, I have to drink coconut. I have to drink it. So in the morning, 3 o'clock, I'll wake up and I'll study for my GCE. So that's how I survived in Bamenda until I wrote my advanced level. So when I wrote my advanced level, an opportunity came for me to come to Douala still, and I still came. One thing about me is that I'm too optimistic toward results. I want things to be done at all costs. That's why sometimes I can easily get offended with what people around me doing. I don't expect failure. I don't like failure.
So you're result oriented?
Yes, I don't like it at all. I don't like lazy people. So I have been working hard. So when I came to Douala, what we had planned never worked out as I planned. So I had to take decision again then. When I left, I had to think about my life. I had to think about what I wanted to do. Most people don't know, but I actually stayed under the bridge in Bonaberi for some time.
Wow.
Yes, I stayed under the bridge in Bonaberi for some time. I'll wake up, I'll go to work. It's just because I was orientated, and the people that I had the opportunity to stay with them, then I wasn't seeing my future around them. So it hurt me, but that is what I had to do. And I know that these people that I love them, they are happy for where I am today.
Price you
They
have
are
to
happy.
pay.
Yes. So that is what I had to do to get, because sometimes what you do every day doesn't mean that is the perfect.
It's a perfect thing.
Where you are now, it doesn't mean there is a perfect place. There is a best place for you. And unless, even though at times where you are right now you can always show that this is the perfect place for you.
Very true.
But the results you are getting from there is the problem. It's the problem, and that is what is killing most of us. So I had to leave and stay under the bridge. When I stayed under the bridge, I got a call from one of my friends. I will also call him in to thank him, Mr. Eben the Voice. So he called me and connected me to a job. And Mr. Napoleon as well. Good. Mr. Napoleon was the one who called me. Napoleon Hitch in Bonaberi. He's the one who called me and gave me the job in Dobon to work as a TV video editor. I started there at 40,000 francs per month. 40,000 francs per month. I was working there. I was living at Yassa. A turning point. I have had at least 3-4 turning points. The first turning point in my life. No, this is a third. This is a third, because leaving the village, living in Bamenda, and now coming here and getting the job. So the turning point in my life was when thief attacked me in Yassa at 11 p.m. That's when I closed work. Thief attacked me and took everything, my phone, my ID card. Even till then, I've never been able to get an original ID card. I remember that was the first time that, because my dad knows me.
What year was that?
That should be 2018, 2019. I cannot recall. That was a turning point in my life, bro. I thought I was on, but when they did, I had the bank account, but I in my mind, I was saving there every day, knowing that I'm saving, but I'm putting the save, I'm putting the shares. The shares are still in the bank account till today. And they are telling me that if I want the money, I have to block the account after 3 months, then they'll call me 15,000. Yeah. So when I went to the bank to withdraw during that period, I was like, hey, God, the guys were not even pitying me to say, Daniel, what can we do? They never did anything. So I was saving, working and saving. Now I'm saving money. Why I'm saving shares, my brother? Hey, I cannot describe what I was feeling that day when I was in that bank in Bonaberi. I don't want to call the bank. I want to save it.
Did you try to apply to close the account?
Close the account 3 months. What do you do? So that was a turning point in my life. Imagine the money that I worked, the 40,000. I have to use most of it for transport, eat, and do the things. It was not easy. Luckily, that Mr. Eben the Voice gave me a place to scotch with him, to sleep with him. How could I have done then? That was the ever first time, because my dad knows me, that I called my dad and I was crying on the phone. Believe me, that's an experience I don't want to. That is why when I see where they're beating teeth, I prefer to just sit quiet and pass. At first, when I see where they're beating teeth, I'm like, why are you doing this? Mate! Even thief, oh, Jesus Christ. So that was the highest turning point in my life, because I was dark and low for around 3 to 5 months. Because the money that I work, when I receive it, I leave work late. The money that I work, when I receive it, what will I do with it? I cannot buy a phone, 40,000. What do I do? That's a turning point in my life. I called my father, I begged the phone, called my father, and I was crying. My father could not even control himself. He just first of all sent me 5,000. That's how I took the 5,000 and started my life, renewed my SIM card. Even thought that my small money that I had inside, remember, I thought I had 3,500. I had already programmed on that 3,500. But then for me to buy and record a SIM, and I'm seeing 0 francs inside it and stuff. That is how I started. I laid low for around 3 to 5 months, trying to recover myself. Grace to God, God touched my boss, and he provided me with 30,000 francs, which I added my remaining salary to get a phone. That was when I could come back online again and started struggling from there. And while I was there, some things I prefer not to talk about. We had a little misunderstanding. It's a personal something. Yeah. So they told me to wait off. So I had to wait off. It was due to health challenges. Actually, I had eyes problem. I'm thanking God that I've not had any problem with it ever since. So I needed to buy eyeglasses and come for more checkups. So I was not in work. I never reported to work to around 2 or 3 days, which the following Sunday I went and presented the hospital book to my boss. But the following day, he still had to call me that I should wait up. I should wait for that. And that day was the day that I had to receive my salary. Till today, I've not received my money or a call concerning that. So luckily, I want to thank God because I've always been wise to technical things. I would say technical thing and spiritual thing because I know you're a spiritual person. Now I've always been wise in the sense that while I was working there, I was saving up money. I got my first external laptop. After I got this laptop, the laptop disturbed me. Then I got now a i3 desktop. Then luckily my auntie is also like my mother, Auntie Freedom Farmer. She's always there for me. So when I was renting, there was a small apartment there in her compound on Miss Paul that was available for rent, and the person was living out. But the person was also selling his gas. So the landlord was asking for 6 months. The room my brother is 2 by 2. 2 by 2 meters. Now as we enter, so you're gonna put yourself there, so then you sleep. So I started, I paid. Then the man was selling his gas bottles, some little gas inside. So we are around 20 to 30,000. I paid for it. Then I had my first bed that was in Bamenda. I sent for it down here, and that's how I started my life. I'll do online marketing. That's why I always tell people, see, if you are lazy, it's your fault. If you don't have money, it's your fault. Stop blaming people. I took my phone. I will post every day. When I go out, I do small printing, someone printing press. I will snap how I'm working. That's how I started. And people will see it online. They will get in touch with me. That's how I started growing my skills small. And that day, I never had a job. And in my mind, I was not looking for a work because I believed that I had something different. So I was not looking for it. What I rather did was I went to printing press. I would spend the whole day with them. If I spend and I did something, the patrol would dash me something. That's how I started my career. Yes. And I started. I met some good people that have been helping me. Mr. Ayamba to be printing flyers. I still working with him till date. I met some good people that have been working with them. So I worked. One thing I've never joked is savings. I don't joke with it. I don't joke because all what I've gathered today, it has been by my handwork. So when I work 100,000, I want to save 80,000 and do my expense of 20,000. That's the truth. I don't joke with savings. I don't joke with it. Even in the midst of me organizing the upcoming program that I have, I'm not still joking with it. I have target that I need to achieve, and I'm not sleeping. Just now, I slept at 3 o'clock working on a client's website that is coming this morning to do corrections and pay all my money. I don't have that time because I believe I'm trying to set up something. So I started from there. Good people came along. We worked. Good people came along. The most notable and the best person that came around was Madam Ashley. Madam Ashley Bonia there. I call her name. Me here and fine. She came along, and that is my highest employee and my highest supporter as of now. We have been working together ever since 2020. Since I believe similar, yes, to date. Similar time that we met.
Okay, Mr. Daniel. So you have shared about WebTech Academy and WebTech Hub. So can you just throw more light on other arms of services that you provide or you offer at Wepnyu Tech Group of Companies?
All right, thank you for that question. Wepnyu Tech Group of Companies is a company that we're putting it down to oversee the operations of the startups that we have brought up here at WebTech Hub. Because WebTech Hub operates as a branding agency and consulting firm that people can come and consult their businesses there, get inspiration, and we also do their things like designing their flyers, creating business profiles for them and stuff like that. Now, under Wepnyu Tech Group, we have WebTech Hub, which we have spoken about. We have WebTech Academy, which we have also spoken about. Now, we also have a strong guy coming up, Wepnyu Electronics. Now, what I'm doing at Wepnyu Electronics is to see how I can get cheaper and professional goods to Cameroonians as at now. What we do is we import cheaper goods, electronics from China that has to do with printings, has to do with phones, has to do with electronics. All we're doing, we're trying to work in partnership with our partners in China to bring in cheap and new electronics in the market that can ease our level of technology here in Cameroon and Africa. You know, we are a tech group, so we're trying to look at how we can enhance the tech group, and one of the best ways is trying to get original materials and bringing it at a cheaper price to our clients. That's what we're doing at Wepnyu Electronics. So far, we have been recording some successes. The business is not up to a year old. It's just up to around 6 months old, but it's quite doing well. It's just a starting point. So that is what we're doing at Wepnyu Electronics. We also have Dojer. So Doja is a company that was formed last year, but we have been facing some challenges, but we are restructuring it. So Doja first of all does deliveries. We handle deliveries, and Doja has been actively working to handle deliveries for web tech hub for our clients. So the next step is to make it external that other companies can partner with us for them to handle their inter-town deliveries.
Okay.
And then make our next project that we're working in to see how Doja will be working as an import and export company from China, because China is one of the highest economics here in the world, and they sell very, very good and cheap goods. So we are working to see how we can get create an atmosphere in partnership with WebTech Academy to get to train people who are interested in trade, so they can buy from China, and do just facilitates the shipping for them and deliver it to them wherever they are in Cameroon. Wow. So that is what we are working on right now. So we have Daniel and Co. Daniel and Co. It's a simple, very, very simple and straight to the point business. Daniel and Co. What Daniel and Co. is doing right now is, you need a house. You're looking for a house. You want to transfer. All you have to do is to get in touch with us. Now, when you get in touch with us, we're looking for a good house in respect to your specification. So the first thing, like, let me walk you through the business model. The first is that you have to pay a search fee for us to get you a house. Okay. So you have to pay a search fee of 2,500 francs. This is just to facilitate someone to go to that particular area they're looking for a house. That's will take his time and look for a house for you. So when he gets the house, all you have to do is tell him, well, I've gotten this house. You send the pictures, you see it. Then
so the person visiting the house?
That person visiting the house. Wow. So the person now has now to call whether he wants to visit. So now he has to visit. Visitation is free, depending on the circumstances. So our major thing is to make sure that we satisfy our clients. Amazing. So now, once now you get to the house, we now negotiate everything. You first start with the landlord. When you start with the landlord, you come and meet us, and we negotiate us, and we are good to go. So that is what Daniel and Co. is simple all about. So we're working hard. We're working hard to see how we put this into the system. Wow. To the system. That is our next mega project, Wepnyu Tech Group, to put all our small firms into active running 24/7. Wow. So we're doing this so that we can see how we can empower more youth, bring in more change, employ more, and see how we can contribute to the economic group of the life of youth. That's our target, life of youth, because you see, like Doja, we're trying to see how we can help entrepreneurs that are interested in certain things. Most of the time, they're discouraged to start because they don't know if they can buy it cheap. Yes, we also have some connections around town already. Someone to start an electronics business, someone to start maybe a small agricultural business. I have some people that have been talking with them to come in as a consultant for Web Tech Hub. You come for counseling, you talk with these people, and they get to do it to give you marketing ideas, which we can also document your company profile for you. Once you document it, we come, we start the process, we work with you through the process for you to start up your business. That's what we're trying to do at Wepnyu Tech Group as of now.
Okay, so Mr. Daniel, you have mentioned a lot of businesses here. You have talked of WebTech Academy, you have talked of WebTech Hub, Daniel and Co, Wepnyu Electronics, and Doja. So, and I know that managing all these companies is really time consuming. It takes a lot of energy. So, what strategies are you using to manage these multiple businesses and still achieve success?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing now. Okay. Let's talk about it. Now, remember I earlier told you first thing is that I'm trying to see how I can empower. Trying to see how I can empower. So one of my first steps was trying to look for people that they are. Because I don't want to own these businesses alone. You see. Okay. So one of my first thing that I did was I'm opening my eyes around to see people that are interested in these businesses. So I have some people that are also students at WebTech Academy that are currently as co-founders of these various businesses to run. Even though they are learning management, they are growing, but I've chosen to believe in them, to give them the opportunity to prove themselves. Yes, I love working with people like me, people who started from nothing to something. So that is the major thing I've started, even though at times they give me a lot of headache, believe me. Working with people with no experience, it's not really easy. But the major thing, I just try to see how I can put everything in order. If it means I call some of them and shout, I don't care. Shout, they get angry, we see the boss, life continues. So it's not easy. The stress is not easy, Mr. Tom Clinton. I know you're an entrepreneur, you understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, so it's not easy. But the fact is, God has given me strength, and I know it's not every time that I'll be working 24/7. At least God has helped. The company has grown. Company has grown, and people are coming up. At least students are coming up from Wepnyu Academy. We'll integrate. We'll employ some of them. They'll work for these companies full time, and we'll see it from there. And believing that them also being the co-founders, having shares in this business, also elevate them to see the need to grow.
Okay, Mr. Daniel Prince, as you are getting from him, is a great leader where he's not only focusing on making money, he's not only focusing on growing himself personally, he's more focused on his environment, focusing on people, focusing on how he can translate, he can transform the next generation, where people get to act consciously, where they get to make greater impact. So his impact does not want to, he doesn't want his impact to be felt only within his environment or within his company, but also the whole of Cameroon. And that is why in his various companies, in various services, he's entrusting some of these services in the hands of his trainees, where they can co-manage together and see how together they can grow Cameroon. All right, so now talking about WebTech group of companies, what are the challenges and successes you have faced to be where you are today?
Okay. My number one challenges as of now is Timo. It's not easy. Work with people with different mindset. See someone just come hard late like that. It's not easy. They should not even call. You see, you have to realize sometimes you call them, they don't even pick, they don't even return the calls, they have no respect. My highest challenge as an entrepreneur is to have a team. You know, as I earlier mentioned to you, one of the highest things that inspired me to have a WebTech Hub, a WebTech Academy, was to be able to train youths that have the mindset to grow and provoke change. Yes. Yes, as I remember something I told you that people want change. People want to grow. In fact, everybody needs money. Everybody wants to live a luxurious life. They work on the money, they don't wake you up at night, you sleep as much as you want. In fact, you go for Italy, you go to Milan, people want those life. But the question is, how much are you doing to get that life? How much? There's a time frame in our life called the sacrificial time frame. You got to sacrifice something. You have to spend sleepless nights to get this thing. The time frame, there's a time frame in our life that you need it. And unless you do something to get it, there's nothing you can do. And that is what most of us are lacking. So the major challenge I had was team. But by the grace of God, WebTech Academy is coming in to solve those problems. As other entrepreneurs will be going out to sort a better things for themselves, by the grace of God, will be returning some of them to work. Excellent. That's the highest challenge that I've had. I don't believe I have any more challenge than this, because money has never been my problem. That is the highest challenge I've had so far, and God has been helping. God has been helping. I believe that I've been a good leader at my very best to ensure that I bring transformation, and as a result, the challenges have always been minimized. Whenever we have the challenges, we always try our best to work as a team to bring in solutions to get it done. So practically that is just the highest thing I have. A team. People who would think it's not easy, trying to tell you do that, do this, do that, do this. I dream of a world that I don't have to come to work, but when I come, they give me report. Financial secretary give me that, see, this is what happened. Secretary, customer say this is what happened. First one, that is what I want. But as of now, I'm very far from it. So I have to technically pin my eye on everything that is happening in all the companies for everything to go on effectively. So it's not easy. It's not easy. That's my highest challenge as of now, and I know that it's a gradual process, but we will get there.
Oh. Okay. You know, nowadays we're in the 21st century, where things are rapidly changing with the coming of technology and a lot of things. So we don't really get to determine the future. So how are you innovative with this WebTech group of companies to keep evolving, to keep changing, and to keep being on top?
All right, thank you for that question. Now, the first thing I would say is this: one thing I've learned is not to look up there, it's to look here. You understand? Now, the reason why the people abroad they tend to succeed quicker is because they start by solving the problems around them before extending their problems or extending to solve the other people's own. So I'm not so much, to tell you the truth, though, I'm telling my mind, I'm not so much concerned about the technology or what is coming up. You see, I am so much concerned with the changes I bring around me. You understand? Because the fact, truth to be told, my business location is Africa. I understand. I don't know when I'll ever establish my business that way. That is growing.
Are you not limiting
You understand?
yourself?
No, calm down. I'm talking right. My business location is Africa. You understand?
Okay.
Because my business population is Africa.
Africa.
Africa is big. Even Cameroon is big. If I'm able to maximize the total population of Cameroon, I don't think I will stress myself. I understand it. But now this is how I want to see it. Okay. For example, you see, you can have a problem. I have a problem, and maybe you have this weakness to do, but you're not willing to humble yourself to learn this small thing that I have. Are you understanding? But me, I'm willing to humble myself to learn the one you have. I'm going to extend myself to learn the other things. You understand? So what I do at at Wepnyu Tech Group is, I simply try to solve the problems around me first. Why I see how I can keep it up to date. Are you understanding? Like, for example, the technologies that come, the school, what I teach at the school, is totally different from what schools do around. My training approach is totally different from what happens around. Something we must accept first as Africans is that the first method that our forefathers were applying was one of the best. And what the Europeans are doing now is simply taking those methods and adjusting them to fit, and they bring it as new. Artificial intelligence have not started today. Go and read history. Wow. Electricity started where?
But why are we just getting to discover them now?
That is the problem. So I am not so much bothered about the things that are trending, because I believe that these things that are trending there, they were already there even in the 1990s. Wow. The simple things that is happening now, they are just taking it and making it better. And what makes us here in Cameroon, in Africa, different from people abroad is because why? The level of education, the type, the educational structure that they give to their children and to their students. And that is what I'm trying to do. That's why I've been trying to tell you that. You see, Weptech Academy is the core of whatever I'm doing now, because these are seats. And they will live out there, and they'll apply what they have learned here at Weptech Academy to them. So I believe that if I'm able to apply a good training structure to them, applying them adapting to the latest trend cannot be a problem.
It's true.
But they have to be in that atmosphere. You see, just as we go to school, right? There's always a last and there's always a first, isn't it?
Obviously.
Exactly. But what happens if you always try to make your students be the first?
The first.
You should not have two numbers. You should not have, when you are doing internship, when they are writing, there should be one. Everybody pass number one. That's what those people that way they do, and we don't do it here. So that's why you go and see that move this. Why research? Artificial intelligence never came out in 2022. This guy simply opened air, and everyone was there flushing all out. But it has been there. They only tell us what we want to hear. That's what's happening. So I'm not so much bothered about the latest updates. I'm mostly concerned about the people I have around me now, because those are the highest updates that we can have. If I'm able to train these people very well, if I'm able to create platform for them, then adapting to the latest trend is 1 + 1. But what happens if they are never given the basics to know, to get an idea about this? The school can never teach you everything. That's the truth. But the school can give you a platform. That's why I see my first 2 books are for beginners. Because I believe that once you read that book, your mind will be up on that. You don't even need to look for someone to tell you what to do. So if you ask me, that's what I'm doing now. My highest concern is my latest technology is the people around me.
We know technology is something that you cannot really ascertain.
Exactly.
So today we might be thinking AI is taking over, but in the next century.
First of all, we had Java. That's what I knew about when I was in the village. Android came in. Now it's AI. Just wait. Before the year go out, another one will come out. If you want to keep yourself latest, how will you end? But the important thing for us as Africans, as youth, is also trying to create platforms for people to be exposed to these things that are happening around them. Now, when these things should come, it should not be new to them. It should not be strange to them. Are you understanding? Because when they open it, because we feel artificial intelligence is our mind. Your ability to do things without necessarily stressing to get it done. That is artificial intelligence. But when we talk about artificial intelligence, our mind is like, no, artificial intelligence, take it. No. If you are able to automate figures right now, Or do you want to tell me that there's nobody that if you ask to calculate 1 million times 1.77, it will not give? There are people.
There are people.
So what will you tell me that artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is your own the ability to do things quicker and better. That is artificial intelligence. And most of the time, the way it's being brought to us as if it's something new. We have never heard of it. That's why I say I don't allow this type of things scare me. But what I do is I try to keep myself up to. I listen news. I read. I have my small Microsoft Edge there. The thing that is even making me rich. Donald Trump has done that. I'm reading all of it. But those things don't scare me because of the mentality I have built. That is what I work on. That is my own latest technology. The people that I'm able to impact, expose them to these opportunities and to this latest trend. That is what I do. So if you ask me that question, that is just the highest simple response I can give you. I don't want our community, our surroundings to scare us. We got to embrace it. We got to unleash it. We got to unleash the inner us. The joy and everything that we do comes from inside, not from outside. So we have to stop faking this thing that they tell us, this new technology. No. Even the new technology they tell you, don't you have to sit to study it? Wow. So exactly that's what I'll tell you. So nothing scares me, nothing. So if something new comes out, the highest thing to do is to take 1, 2, 3 hours videos on YouTube and you're aware of it. What is there? Life continues. The life to face continues. The latest technology does not bring in new money. The latest technology that are coming out now is bringing what is reducing jobs from the market. Artificial machines reducing jobs from the market. So if there's a highest technology that we have to keep on working on, it's us human beings. Because we have to keep up updated back to back. If not, tomorrow
I'm ready to face any technology that comes up.
Exactly. That is what we should be working on.
So in all, life goes on, as you have said.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
All right. So there are many entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs out there, or startup entrepreneurs that are watching this interview, and they want to maybe get a word from you, like an advice to them. Like, okay, how can they start up? How can they be a startup entrepreneur? How can they venture into entrepreneurship and actually succeed? Because many people in our school structure they teach entrepreneurship, but in the field is something different. So you as an experienced entrepreneur, so give a word of advice to aspiring entrepreneurs or startup entrepreneurs out there who might be feeling, okay, this entrepreneurship thing is too difficult, or they have started and they're in the verge of giving up. So how can you motivate them or advise them in this journey?
It's simple. It's simple. I know something, okay? If they do an investigation for all people that have come across me, my employees, my students, everybody, all of them, they will have their own way that they're going to describe me. You understand? But there is something I'm very confident that they are going to say. I don't like to think too much. The highest thing is wake up and just start doing it as a mad person. Let me tell you something. Wepnyu Academy, when I started Wepnyu Academy, I ran ads, I met people, I spoke to people. I mean, for like close to 3-5 months, I invested more than 100,000 to run ads. I had no student. No student. Same thing for Webtech Hub. I was very optimistic. I had jobs. When I went for weddings, the TV station called me 120K, come and start with this. I had jobs. But my point is, I never just felt belonging to what I wanted to do. And I had to learn a lot of things along the way. Entrepreneurship doesn't mean that you're going to start a business. Entrepreneurship means that you should go for employment. You got to understand what goes with your line. You see, entrepreneurship can mean that you just go and meet one business that has been there, buy your own shares there, and invest with that person. That's what entrepreneurship can mean.
So it's actually how you define or how you view it.
How you view it. And wake up and just start doing it. And when you start doing it, never you give up. Never you think about it. Always be available. Now, there's something that most people have never heard of is this. You are doing entrepreneurship, right? You have to create what we call a sacrificial timeline. You have to invest 3-5 years. And after this year, you get your life back. Because, you see, if you say you have started a business, and tomorrow you are available, today you are not available, tomorrow you are available, today you are not available, what will happen?
So consistency?
There is it. So the first thing is don't even think, just do. Just do. Yes, you fail. Survive, continue. Wake up and stand up. There's no problem. Failures, experiences. There's a difference between skills and experience, you know. That's why you see most people when they want to employ, they employ that they employ with experience, 2 years experience, no skills. I've been struggling to get jobs for my students, and I was talking with one of them who is already sure he needs around to one that will work at as a printer and one that will work as a graphic designer. He was like telling me that, Daniel, I trust you. You see, that's why he says he trusts me, that the people that will send to him, they'll be willing to work and they will be willing to learn everything fast. I have to assure him that the students I've learned, they just need 1 or 2 touches within 2 months, and that is all that he will give them full contract. You see, experience is the boss. So you cannot, you as an entrepreneur, you cannot run from it. You have to give, you don't stop thinking, just do it. Second thing, don't even try to stress yourself. I'm sacrificing 1 year on Bongo electronics. And after this 1 year, I'll try to engage myself in other things. At the end of 1 year, you have already set a structure that whether you are not there, everything is running well. At the end of 1 year, always say that your finances is pumping in. You already know how much you make every month. You already have those. You just have to pop up once in a while, check your data, have 1 or 2 meetings with your managers, meet with your employees, keep the moving speed, and you go back to your place and you're counting your profit. You have to sacrifice. There's no way. There's no on and off in entrepreneurship. It's shackles you. Wow. That's the first thing. Second thing is, so someone like me who doesn't have money or doesn't have a big person that can say, you call me and drop me money or have shareholders. My brother, safe. Safe. Even before you use money, safe. And always plan ahead of time. You see, if you meet one of my employees or tell that no boss is planning to do it, they're aware. They know that day. So if they say, I just look and say, okay, oh yeah, more do shoot it. You see? So it's a process. There's no mistake in taking down a pen and paper and writing that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. Results, positive results don't come easy. It's positive results come now. Check, there is something wrong somewhere. Positive results don't come easy. You have to sweat for it. I remember when we bought our banner machine, we had to go in depth. Okay, in depth in close to 500,000. I mean, we just clear the depth just this March ending. Wow. So imagine you invest money in that type of project. You have to close the eye and move 2.5 million and buy a machine that the next moment you can just break down. Yes, you have to learn. You have to learn. That's what I was telling my people the other day. If you give me 100,000, I don't see me as money because man, it's not helping you. It's not helping me. So it's a process. It's a process. That's why I see my students are going for internship 2 times. They'll start the internship on the 12th. After that graduation, they'll still go for 2 months internship. Why? They have to get the experience. They have to understand failures. They have to take the risks. So that's just what I can tell you from there.
All right, everyone, as you have listened to him, he has been in this business since 2017. Am I right?
I left from 2017, but I entered business officially in 2019.
2019, and we are in 2024. And he talked about consistency. He talked about giving it time. He talked about following your processes and also saving. So if you are out there and maybe you are in business for 1 or 2 years and you feel like, okay, it's enough time you have put into that business, I want to give up. So just look at the story of Wepnyu Daniel Prince and give it time, and trust me, at the end you will be like him. Now quickly talk to us about your upcoming event on Unleash program. Unleash it's what?
Unleash 2024.
Unleash 2024.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let me start over. All right, please, you quickly talk to us about your upcoming event in Aqua happening in Daido, right?
In Daido.
On Unleash 2024. So what is it all about, and how can one get to attend? And also, if you have some social media handles where they can get to you or get to WebTech group of companies, please just share it with our viewers.
All right. Unleash 2024 is practically what we have been talking through this our interview. Yes, that is what I so much believe that we can unleash. You see, I so much believe that we have fire. You understand? We have the fire. But our first class, you see, like you see, I am changing currently. Last night when I was done with the websites I was building, I'm changing the structure for WebTech Academy. The structure, my structure is going to have, first of all, a 1-month composure career orientation class. You see, during this 1 month, because the next school is starting from the 2nd of June, while the students will graduate on the 11th of May during the Unleash program. So the structure of what I want to do the first month or the first week, we do career orientation. That's a class that they are not giving us in school that is very essential.
Wow.
We have to be able to take decisions for our life. You're coming to study video editing. What is video editing? How does this relate to your life? I strongly believe that what we find ourselves doing as grown-ups, we had a relationship with our childhood. We need to be able to weigh our passion with what we do every day. We need to be able to unleash it. And that is what this program is all about. This program is about the inner us.
Wow.
This program is about us, you. What can you do to become more better? It's not about the people out there. The results I have today is because I've been spending sleepless night to work. The result I have today is not about the people around me. It's about me. Because if I had given up, Ashley could have given up. Say, okay, even at that young age, the company work. Okay, survive. I have to find my own way. You see? So in one way, maybe Ashley stayed because she saw me working hard. You understand? Because she should stay because she's the longest serving employee of the company. Others left. I had close to around 17 youths that we started the company. Are you understanding? But she's the only one around now. So you can think of the struggles that I've gone through. But I never allowed, as I made mention of Wepnyu Academy, same thing like Dude. We invested close to 400 and something thousand. The initial project I've not even made up to half of up to even 100K of this project. But should I give up? No.
It's not giving up.
It's me telling myself that I'll not give up. I'm not going for counseling. So the Unleash program is about boosting your inner self to bring results.
Wow.
That is what the Unleash program is all about. That's why you see we'll be having startup entrepreneurs like you guys come and share 5-minute video about you. How you started your story, what you have accomplished so far, and where you are going. There are guys there that are lost, they don't know what to do.
Very true.
So that's what the Unleash program is going to be about. It's going to be about you boosting your inner self to start something. The second thing about Unleash program is we're going to be having amazing speakers speak to us on entrepreneurship. Especially Mr. Dimaju, who is one of a very good global entrepreneur here in Cameroon, which I've always been saying. He has been in Gabon, he has been in different states, he has his business in more than 5 countries right now, and he travels practically weekly for them. And it's someone that when it comes to entrepreneurship, I've seen the results in him. And that is what he's going to be coming to address this issue, help us entrepreneurs think like entrepreneurs. We're going to be having entrepreneurs who have succeeded, some that I've been working with, to come and tell us their story. So the Unleash program is about us. It's our event, telling us our story, us. That's what the Unleash program is all about. You see, the book launching is still about us. Beginner's Guide for Computing. Tell you the truth, check in your phone, rate them 10 each. You will see that out of the 10 that you have, is 3 that can actually print and type on the computer. You understand? So I don't see the need to maybe teach advanced things. Why? I can start from here and take everybody up. That's why I see my books are mainly for beginners. Study computers, study branding, to build our businesses. My book is a book for the communities. A book for the communities.
So everyone can easily relate to them.
Exactly. So let me just talk about the book launching. One thing that I'm making my book so unique is that when you are done with these books, we are already working on the tutorials. That when you are done with this book, you write a small exams. A small structural, 100 structural, to check how far you have gone with the book. You write, if you pass, we'll give you now a scholarship to study at Wepnyu Academy on either the computer studies that you are studying or the branding. You wish you have to choose any topic of your own, whether it's web development, graphic designing, or video editing. They will now give you a scholarship to study at the Wepnyu Academy on any of these courses. So we are also going to be having the coalition of some of the students, which I'm begging on everybody to come out and support them.
Yes, you heard him.
Yes. It's as I said, that my highest accomplishment. I don't have anything that my people. Those are people, bro. Yeah, you need people in your life. That's the truth. So it gives me a lot of joy to see that I've been able to do something in someone's life, and it will become the memory of someone's life till the person departs. It's a testimony. That's my highest investment. But rating close to 18 students, hey, I'm so happy. It's not a day job. Yes, it's not a day job. So it's something that's making me glad. Especially it's gonna be one of my highest gift as well, because my birthday, 23rd birthday, will be on the 3rd of May. And my anniversary is on the 9th, while we celebrate on the 11th. It's gonna be an amazing experience. So believe me, I can't wait.
That birthday?
Yeah, 23rd. I'm 22 now, so I'll be breaching. You understand? So see, I'm very happy. I'm very happy for what is happening. So this program is a program for the community. It's a program for everybody. It's a program
Just
for the
drop
community.
the handles where
So you can search. If you search my name on Facebook, Wepnyu Daniel Prince, you can just inbox. I'm always attending 24/7. You can get to my contacts that is currently being displayed on the screen, and we'll get in touch. We'll talk more. It's our community, man. We have to grow, and the best way to grow is holding everybody by the hand, no matter how difficult it takes. Supporting everybody at all costs. We have to be able to build that community that I can call you and maybe you say that, okay, you need a design. Okay, please, bro, just give me this moment, I run out for you. We reach that community that we can try to support each other at no cost. You can build that community. You know, there was something at first that we had trade by barter system. That is something that we gradually have to start going back to. You come to me for designs, I come to you for this. You come to me to do your blog, you come to me for designs. You come for me to sell you food, then you come to me maybe to repair your house. That's one of the best systems that we had, and that system never had problems as compared to this. So most things I do in my life, I try to relate with the stories of our great fathers and see how we relate in our community. And one of it is seeing how we communicate with everybody around us. Invest in people at no cost. That is what we're trying to build. That is what I'm trying to build. That is what I'm trying to transfer in the life of all my amazing students, all my amazing employees. That's what I'm trying to do.
Amazing. Okay. So you heard him. So on the 11th of May, the Unleash program will be happening live at Dido. So make a program plan to attend this event. You can get to him in his through the lines to get a spot. I think it's free, right?
It's free. It's
Okay,
free,
so
and
everyone should be there. We are hoping to see you there where you can come and learn, especially you who you are a startup entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur. This is a great moment for you to come and network, come and learn how to take your business or how to start your own business.
And also, let me just cut you a bit. If you need a stand to market your business, if you have something you're doing, they want us to just put a flyer for you when the program is going on. Please come up. It's our event. Let's get in touch. You have a roll up, just come and meet us. We'll try to see how we can market. We have to market the events.
Excellent.
If you even need a spot to talk a little bit about what you do, we are creating slots for everyone.
That's great. I take this moment to appreciate and thank you immensely for accepting us to be here to get to listen where you share your story and your journey with our viewers. Thank you so much. And all we can say is that you should keep growing, you should keep winning, and you should keep leading the change. Thank you for following this interview from the start right to the end. We are so happy you are engaging with us. So I encourage everyone to share this episode so that you can reach everywhere and everybody, and see you in the next episode. Thank you.